Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Eddie, and here on Off Topic, we're gonna be talking about restoration. You know, when you hear the story about people buying a car and it's saying, "Oh, $500 mechanic special Integra been restored," and this I'm getting this article from Motor Trend from Super Street. I don't know if you guys everybody knew about this. Super Street was a magazine, and as you know, magazines are dead. I believe Motor Trend bottom. So this article is written by Mr. Patrick Laude, photographs January 7th, 2022. Um, this shows you about somebody buying this little Integra $500, and oh my God, they restored it, and look at how pretty it is. The Integra, what has a B16 in it, I believe, or is B18? Let's see what it says. B18 C1 swap. Okay. Long story short, when you see these things, they look beautiful, right? And you think to yourself, wow, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get that. I'm going to put this in my engine bay. This is beautiful. Look at this shot. It's a gorgeous machine. I mean, that's the B18. I mean, they even changed the ignition coil, which is the weak point of that engine. What I'm trying to get to is don't be fooled by this. Do not be fooled because this is showing you one person able to get this done without the cost and the money involved in it. And also in California, there's something called smog. This is from California. I don't know if he's passing smog. He probably went to the DMV and said, I'm putting a different engine in it and fill up form. It's a headache just trying to get that registration with that engine in it. So that's number one. Is it doable? Yeah. But you have to go to a whole lot of channel. And there's a reason why he has the stock airbox. And that's what I'm suspecting he went through that process of for the registration, so he can pass the smog because California is notorious for that. If you modify your car, you can't pass smog, and I don't know. I mean, there's refineries in Southern California that spew God knows what in the atmosphere, but you can have a car that's modified. I understand not having catalytic converter and things like that. Yeah, you're intentionally polluting. It's like throwing oil on the street. So that I understand, but changing the map a little bit so your torque curve is better, that shouldn't be the end of the world. But anyhow, that's a subject of its own. But it's one of the point I'm trying to mention here is that what he went through is not easy. Okay, that took a lot of work. Second, see all this headlight. This is the what was on the car. One was manufactured in Japan, not in the United States. So those are the Japan domestic market parts that he was able to attain from probably friends, social media. They don't make them anymore. Good luck finding them. And in Japan, these cars get thrown away. Nobody keeps old cars. So anyway, he did a great job finding all these parts and trying to put it together. And if you don't know about the Japanese headlights, they look pretty, but in reality, they drive on the other side. It depends on what you drive in the world, okay? So you're watching this video and you're in England, okay, you drive on the same side as in Japan. So the headlights, when you put them in, they make no difference. But in the United States, our headlights are different because we drive on the opposite side, okay? So we're in the United States, we drive on the left-hand side. So the headlight beam will be a little bit to the right. So I don't know how he's adjusting that, but if you can't just get the Japanese headlight, a right hand drive. If the driver's sitting on the right hand and you get the headlight from that vehicle and then you put them on the car, same car, you put them on the car to the left hand, the light will be beaming the opposite direction because when we're driving, the lights will be facing that way, and to them the lights were facing that way. Them meaning the driver on the right hand side. So that's another point that's not being mentioned. And the elephant in the room, and I'm going to mention right now because that's the elephant in the room, is theft. I don't know where you park it, dude, but this vehicle, it is prime for theft. You cannot park this car anyway. This is Southern California, right? Yeah, okay. That's my neck of the woods. Yeah, you cannot park this car anywhere. East LA, homes, everything. That thing be gone. It'll be gone. And wake up in the morning. What happened to my car? It's gone. Man, shoot, man. People love this car, man. Let me get me started, man. The love for Honda. People get a hard on when they see a Honda, a clean Honda. Let me take the can. Let me take the headlight, man. Those seats will be gone. They're not Ricardo's, but still, they'll be gone. Another thing, I know I'm critiquing this man's work. Look, man, it's a fantastic vehicle. It looks clean. I mean, but I have my things about it. See those things? These little bars. They're like, hey, they serve absolutely no purpose but just to bang your head on them. Mm-mm. That it does not need to be in your car. I mean, I know it looks cute and everything. It makes you look racy and whatnot. But if you want to get a roll cage, get a roll cage. If you get a roll cage, you need a helmet. This shit don't work, bro. That don't work. That don't work. Do not put up a real bar right here. But come on, man. I mean, yeah, if it's a Matchbox car and you're just gonna stare at it, it's cute. But if you're driving that, no, man, you're crazy. I mean, first he can have a passenger in the car, which is fine. That's fair. But he still has a seatbelt. But whatever. But that bar, it just basically tells everybody I'm ready to race. And I don't like that vibes, man. You don't want that. You want to drive in peace. Leave me alone. Of course, you have the choice of ignoring people who do that to you. But again, I think from a safety perspective, this thing does more harm than safety than help. I mean, if you roll the car, you're thinking if okay, if I roll the car, what do you mean if you roll the car? You're gonna hit your head on that. You're done. You're done. You're done. There's a reason everything in the car is a flat surface. Okay, we don't have those bars hanging out like this. At least it doesn't have it here, coming across here. But so anyway, that's my critique about that. Beside that, the tires, suspension, everything is spot on. The choice of tires, of course, everything is classy. Look at that S2000. I'm not a big fan of the S2000 gauge. I don't know why he did the S2000 gauge. I feel the moment they made it was out of date. It looks like an 80s like digital watch. It's just not a big fan. But as far as the wiring, getting it done, kudos. This guy got everything working to it. Look, yes, cruise control. It's spot on. Okay. But again, that bar, I'm not a big fan. Suede, whatever. Suede is after like what 2 years is gone. This again, this is really rare. All these parts that he has, they're rare. Okay, that's why he's showing them off. The shifter, infotainment system, the carpet, everything looks clean. But again, see this right here? To me, this doesn't. All these linkages are weak points. It's there for this was a 90s thing, I believe, or like old school thing. You don't see that anymore. Or you don't see bolt-on cages as much. I hope not, because it truly is a liability. In the back, this crossbar, okay, that's fine. Okay. You give it some rigidity, connecting the strut bar, but in reality, what you want to do is you want to connect strut bar to strut bar. But again, this is a daily driving car, so it's nice that he gave us some structural integrity by adding this, but that loom on the top, I'm just not a big fan. That's it. Everything else is fine. As long as nobody sits in the back, it's fine. But I personally just took all that off. I mean, for what? I would have taken that bar off. I understand the car handles like a wet noodle, but it's fine. It's put grippier tires on it. So he has a Willwood 6-piston front caliper. That's overkill, man. What do you want? What? This is again, I think it's just show to give you that full. You don't need that on that car. But again, he's getting the best parts and made a great job. So what else it says? Engine GSR swap, hand sport engine mount, Pilum header. Yeah, I don't know how he's getting. And skunk intake manifold. Yeah, I don't know how he passes smog. I have no idea. Good for you, bro. Good for you. I wish I can get my Evo to pass smog like that. I can't. My Evo's just sitting in a garage. Okay, it comes to smog. I'm like, screw you. ITR intake arm, Comtech icebox intake. Comtech icebox intake. Where you're not showing me Comtech icebox intake? Holla. What you mean Comtech icebox intake? That? I mean, that looks like OEMS. Maybe that's the whole thing about it, man. Because he has headers. This picture doesn't show me the headers, but anyways, I'm pretty sure he got it figured out, because this shot of him driving on the street and got a California license plate, so he got it done. He doesn't even have front license plate, so I don't think he drives it. I don't think he dailies it. Drivetrain B16 transmission. He'll put a B16 transmission OEM LSD. Good. He has an LSD. Well done. Again, this guy knows exactly what he's doing. Titanium Honda S3000V management. Yeah, how the hell I don't know. Okay, hookups. That's all I could say. Hookups. Megan racing coilovers. That's the thing. That's what I have about modification car what we live is SoCal, which I think is the best place in the world to drive cars. I don't care. You live in France, whatever. Nothing beats go to PCH, whatever. The mountains, you got everything in SoCal. Okay, but the problem with SoCal, man, is not a lot of people really care about suspension, man. We're all about power, not really suspension. Megan Racing coilovers, I don't go Megan Racing, man. You spend all that money. I mean, look, the technology in that shock, I am pretty sure it's good and it's equivalent to run of the mill, but you know, you want to talk about dampening, I would go with Olin's. You know, there's so many brands out there. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just saying, okay? When you're buying suspension, I would buy a suspension that's extremely capable. You could do a lot of research about it. I don't know if he went Megan Racing. Maybe that's the only option he got. So, um, I don't know. But there is a lot of brands, and Megan is not. Megan is it's not bad. Okay, it's not gonna fall apart on you. But I like for my vehicle, I had Olin's, and I think they're wonderful. I think they're fantastic shocks. They're fantastic coilovers. Okay. But maybe he doesn't have that option. Maybe they don't make it Olin's for his car. Beside that, front control, bushing, SLS, and subframe, 24mm sway bar, spherical end length. Yeah. Again, you know, beside that, he has all the parts that you need. But I just looked at the Megan Racing like, ooh, Volk Racing to Toyo Proxys R1R. Okay, you don't drive on those. Okay, you don't drive on Toyo Proxys. Okay, I spend my whole life driving up in the mountains and driving. And tell you one thing, man, you got Toyo Proxys. They're good for the track. They're amazing for the track, quarter miles, etc. But R1Rs, are you crazy? Toyo Proxy R1R, man, a puddle of water, you're gone. In the morning, they're gone. You need to heat cycles. These things are gone. So I don't know. I guess again, I think this is his build is the best of the best he can have. Again, the Megan Racing. I made the point about the Megan Racing is because why Megan Racing? You went all this route and you get yourself a Megan Racing. Not. I bet you maybe some people won championship driving Megan Racing. Okay, again, I'm talking about just daily. Olin's are very comfortable. And you could then make them aggressive. Um, so you know, I mean, it's not Penske's. You know, you can only get Penske's suspension, but I don't know, man. I wonder because this build is probably just what's the best I can do, and he did that. Um, so 10 years ago, I going to Honda 10 years ago. Okay, so you know, I mean, good for him, man. You know, it's as I said, the car is amazing, but I'm trying to look at the tires. Are they really R1R? But I mean, see those cuts in the tires because Toyo Proxys are like almost like a one piece tire, dude. Anyway, so all in all, I just wanna, you know, we're going off topic, but modifying cars in SoCal it's a culture of its own and it's amazing. But you have a couple of elements in it, like this kind of a sleeper. I would say it's almost a sleeper. If the hood, the bump, nah, it's not really a sleeper. Not with the wheels, not with the wheels and those brakes. But if the wheels and the brakes were not there, the weird roll bar in the back wasn't there, and the hood was painted, will be kind of a sleeper. You know, he's not really putting any funny stickers, no weird stuff. It's really clean. He got the JDM blinkers, so if you know what you're looking for, you can totally tell what's going on in here. But you can't tell the engine. So the engine is extremely a sleeper. Uh, the DA chassis, not a lot of people mod it because there's not a lot of parts for it. Um, but this thing is very very clean. But the point of modifying cars in SoCal, you have three things that can always go against you. One is the police, because I don't know, man. You're driving in peace, I pull you over. You have a modified car, and then they take your car away, or they give you tickets or whatever. And again, there's a lot. Some people drive these cars and they do stupid shit. So them getting caught is fine. I have no problem with that. Second one is theft. You put all your hard work in this car, and then you have to park it in a closed garage, and not in a carport. And if you know what a carport is that little space you just put your car in, because anybody can get in that. I mean, People can walk to this car and just take the headlights, they'll take your wheels, seats. I mean, man, they could hotwire the ignition and take the whole car. And yeah, you can put some tracking device, whatever. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's yeah, they'll probably get caught, but that's not the point. They just took your car and then messed with it, and that I can't stand that. Third is I mean, that could be anywhere in the world, just like random accidents, right? Getting dings, getting hit. It's really, but you don't really linger too much about the last one. Uh, but I was gonna mention also another point. If people trying to mess with you when you're driving in the freeway, what I mean by people messing with you is that when you're driving your car and somebody comes next to you trying to race you, which is the dumbest thing ever. They go next to you and you're driving peacefully and they just accelerate faster than you, and then you match their speed or you pass them, and it's kind of like a moving quarter mile. A lot of people do that stuff, and that's why the cops track down. I think that's why smog got worse, because they start looking at these modified cars, all because that people driving quickly, causing accidents, and then special interest groups start to rise up saying, "Oh, my son died from this. Oh, how do you allow this to happen?" And it's like a circle. Um, that's why I personally like to fly under the radar, stay away from everybody. And I think this gentleman is kind of doing the same thing. He is kind of under the radar, but um, I get for him. It's a beautiful car, and if you have a DC chassis, check out this article on Motor Trend. Um, it's beautiful. I mean, yeah, I made a comment about the Megan coilovers. I made a comment about the roll bar, because it's a fact. I mean, if he's here, he probably understand that too. He knows what's up. He knows that. Yeah, man. I'm not planning to crash, which is what I will say. I'm not planning to crash, and the tires, being too extreme for daily driving, and the six piston caliper. Six piston caliper for what? I mean, what are you gonna lock up the brakes at 100 miles an hour? Is that what it is? Does he have ABS? Let me check. Let's check. Let's see if he has ABS. Master cylinder is there. No, there's no ABS. I don't see the ABS module. Yeah. So, I mean, what is this? He's slamming on the brakes. It's gonna lock this bitch up. So I don't know. Six piston feels a bit too much, but oh my god, between 6 and 4, it's not the end of the world. Okay, a six piston just gives you a better bite. It gives you a better contact surface with the brake pad on the rotor. So a six piston caliper, all these extra pistons is solid. Again, brake is safety, and spending money in safety is nothing wrong with that. And they do match the tires, because these tires are very grippy. So again, I can't stop looking at the engine bay. It's so clean. It's gorgeous. Yeah, and this is beautiful. Yeah, I hope he had this car for years and years. I hope he doesn't sell it. I hope he passes it down to his kids. But this is just a beautiful vehicle, man. It is beautiful. The color, everything about it. It looks almost like a Subaru. It looks like a Subaru kind of color, but it's clean. And at him driving, look at him how happy. Look how proud he is. Yeah, it's a great build. Even his antenna works. The power antenna. Yeah, it's a clean car. Yeah. So anyway, moving along. About the Integra, since we're already on the subject of the Integra, we're gonna talk about I think they have it over here. Top 10 Honda Acura Integra build, the Acura Integra. Yeah, we were gonna move along, but you know what? We're just probably gonna end it here, because we're just gonna end it at this point. Read this build. It's amazing. What he did interior, he have some, oh, here you go, Miracle X Bar roll bar. That's the one I was not a big fan of. Mugen Sport Pedal, JDM Mugen Sport Pedal. What's Mugen Sport Pedal? What? The shot doesn't show us. Did he change the pedals? Interesting. JDM manual seatbelt conversion. JDM manual seatbelt conversion. Oh, he doesn't have the the track belt. Oh, okay. All right. That's like a 240. 240 had that. That was like a thing, dude. That belt, like It goes around. I had on my 240. I deleted that. No, thing is annoying. Sweet headline and pillow. Optima battery located to the trunk. I have an Optima battery is good. Whatever. Optima battery. If you live in SoCal, it's the same battery you get from AutoZone. It's the exact same. AutoZone has, what is it? I can't remember the name, but I didn't walk up to my head. But anyway, it's the same brand. I don't want to endorse things. I'm not endorsing anything. I'm just telling you. It's both made in Mexico. Custom subwoofer enclosure, Pioneer double inlet head unit, whatever. Custom mounted cruise control. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, everybody. Well, this has been my take on the Acura Integra, the DHSC, and this is a beautiful build. Anyway, any question, comments, just put them in the comments, please. If you guys have anything else, any subject you guys want me to cover about cars, please go ahead, email me, send me the link. My email is in the description. Yeah, I'll be more than happy to discuss and talk about it. All right. Thank you everyone for